Hello, welcome to your City Yoga practice. My name is Luke, and this will be a 50-minute gentle flow practice. It's suitable for all levels. If you want to scale up during the poses, you can, and I'll show some progressions. And if you want to modify and kind of back off a little bit, I'll show some options for that as well. Now, before we get started, it's useful to maybe have a block handy. If you don't have a block, you can substitute the block with a stack of books, a large book, something else you can use as a prop. It's also useful to keep a strap nearby. If you don't have a strap, a rope tie, a scarf, or some sort of belt might work just as well. And you want to check your space, make sure that there's no obstacles around you that you can bump into or trip over. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So we're going to begin today coming all the way down to our backs. Come all the way down to your back. You're going to extend the legs straight out. Allow your feet to separate and fall open. Release your hands alongside the body. And just try to create some space between your armpits. Allow your shoulders to feel heavy. Start to inhale and exhale through your nostrils. So you're going to remain grounded, staying on your backs, closing your eyes if that feels good. And just bring your awareness to the breath, channeling your breath in through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Maybe placing your right hand on your belly, feeling your belly expand as you breathe in, and flatten as you breathe out. You start to inhale into the belly, take a small pause, and let your breath go. And gradually start to expand or extend your breath. So take deeper inhales. So you begin to fill up the belly some more before letting it go. And gradually as your inhales get deeper, expand the breath all the way up through the belly, up towards the chest, before letting it go. And on your next exhale, just allow your right hand to remain on your belly. We're going to pause the breath at the bottom, take the left hand to the heart. Take a nice big breath in, expand the belly, expand the chest, ground your shoulders, and then open your mouth and sigh your breath out. Pausing at the bottom. Inhale into the belly and pause. Inhale into the heart, holding at the top. And then slowly sigh the breath out. And just release your hands back alongside the body. We're going to extend the arms overhead. So your legs are extended. You're going to stretch the arms to the opposite end of the mat. Take a hold of that left wrist and start to pull it over towards the right side. And tuck your chin towards your right armpit. And then start to shift your feet over towards that right side as well. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can extend your left leg on top of the right. And just allow everything to point or turn towards the right side of your mat. You're going to slowly come undone, switch wrists. Maybe shuffle the feet over to the left. Turn the gaze to the left. And if it feels good, stack the right thigh over the left thigh. And just lengthen so you're pointing everything over towards the left side of your mat. You're going to release back to the center. Bend the knees and ground the feet so your feet are flat on your mat. Then release your hands alongside the body, placing your palms next to your hips. And as you breathe in, start to slowly push your hips all the way up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, slowly lower back down. Just twice more. Inhale, see if you can get a little bit higher. On your exhale, slowly lower. Once again, grounding the feet. Take one more big breath in. Try to press the chest close to your chin. And on the exhale, we're going to come undone. Release all the way down. Take the right foot, cross it over the left thigh. And start to press your right knee away from the body. We're going to switch and change. Ground the right foot. Take the left foot and cross it over your right thigh. Press the left knee away from the body. And slowly come undone. We're going to ground the feet. Start to bring the soles of your feet together. Maybe gently pressing the knees open. Then closing your eyes. Draw the arms back overhead. And if you can, take a hold of your opposite elbows and frame your ears inside your shoulders. If that doesn't feel good, you can goalpost or take cactus arms. If that still doesn't feel good, maybe you prefer to have the hands alongside the body. But wherever you are, we're breathing in through the nostrils and breathing out through the nostrils. On your next inhale, start to bring your knees back together. We're going to hug the knees back into the chest using our hands. And start to circle or stir your knees in one direction, making small circles like you're drawing on the ceiling. Pause, circle the knees in the other direction. And gradually come back to stillness, bring the knees in, and just rock from side to side. And allow yourselves to fall all the way to one side, transition up through a fetal position rather, and transition yourselves up into a seated position. Just try to sit up nice and tall, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, and then release the shoulders down towards your hips. Take your arms overhead as you breathe in. Draw the hands to the heart as you breathe out. We're going to extend the arms forward as you breathe in, reaching up towards the ceiling. And then bring the hands back down as you breathe out. Make fists, engage your belly. And as you breathe in, start to roll your wrists all the way up towards the ceiling. And breathing out, rolling in the opposite direction. And just place your right hand behind the back. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Just begin by sitting tall, dropping your shoulders. And with each inhale, try to get longer in the spine. Begin to gaze over the right shoulder. You're going to release back to neutral. Just switch sides. Take your right hand to your left knee. Bring your left hand behind the back. Lengthen your spine. Relax your shoulders. And start to get into a deeper twist as you breathe out. You're going to release back through the center. Once again, keeping a nice long spine. Start to travel the fingers forward. Walk your fingers out as far as you can. And then lift the heart like you're trying to shine the chest forward. And then tuck the chin and down. So options to keep your fingertips grounded. You can always place your hands on top of the block. Draw the chin towards your chest. And maybe travel the hands over to the right. Or we can deepen that stretch by taking the left hand on top of the right hand. So using your breath, inhale to the center. On the exhale, we're going to travel over to the left. And with the option of taking that right hand, placing on top of the left. And just slowly come on down. You can set the block off to the side. You're going to come back up to seated. Roll the shoulders down into your back body. And gradually start to float your arms back. So you're expanding the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together. Relax your shoulders. Breathing in here. As we breathe out, we're going to round through the upper back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, rounding through. One more time. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to round. And cup your hands around the knees. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, retract the shoulder blades. On your exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, shift all the way back to your tailbone. One more time. Take a big inhale, lengthen the spine, sit up nice and tall. On your exhale, you're going to round and tuck the chin towards the chest. And gradually bring yourselves up into neutral position. You're going to bring the feet in, draw the hands forward, and start to transition to all fours. So we're going to come up to tabletop. You're going to try to spread the fingers nice and wide. Try to bring your shoulders above your wrists. And try to bring your hips above your knees. So begin to press into your thumbs, and especially to your thumb and forefinger. Get light in the wrists, and then soften the shoulders. Turn the elbows inward like you're turning a jar. Lower the belly as you breathe in, lifting your heart. And slowly start to round as you breathe out, pressing away from the mat and widening your shoulders away from each other. Inhale, lower the belly, shining your chest forward. Exhale, round the back, drawing the chin in. And just once more. Inhale, draw the elbows in, shoulders back. On your exhale, start to round. And come back into neutral position, find tabletop again. This time, step your right foot behind you, curl the toes. Begin to push back into your right heel. So making sure that we're keeping the weight in our finger pads, out of our wrists. We're going to glide forward, maybe float the right leg, curl your toes in, and then try to take and point your right toes down towards your mat. Plug your shoulders away from your ears. Extend the left hand forward if that's in your practice. We're just going to hold. Take a nice big breath in. And come undone as you breathe out. And we'll switch sides, switch legs. Begin by stepping your left foot behind you and pushing back into that left heel. And slowly shifting forward, floating that left leg. Curl the toes in, and then dial the toes down. So keep your gaze down towards the mat so you don't compromise your spine. And extend the right hand out in front of you. Release your shoulders back away from your ears. And keep the belly engaged. And press back through that left heel. And slowly come undone. Releasing back to our hands and knees. We're going to widen the knees towards the edges of your mat. Bring your big toes together. And just slowly sink back, drawing your hips towards the heels, extending the hands forward and coming all the way down. Allow your forehead to rest on your mat. And if your forehead doesn't touch the mat, you can take a block, slide it underneath the head so that you can rest your head there instead. So staying in your child's pose, keeping the head grounded, just try to soften through your shoulders. On your next exhale, pause, still in child's pose. And just breathe in halfway. Take a half breath in through the nose, hold it there. Take a nice big full inhale through the nose, hold it there. And then sigh the breath out. Do that one more time, breathing in halfway. Breathing in all the way. And slowly sighing the breath out. You're going to remove the block of fists underneath the head, gaze towards your wrists. You start to walk your fingers forward so that your arms are long and your wrists and elbows actually come off the mat. I'm going to continue to spread the fingers as you press down. And slowly begin to shift forward until your shoulders are above your wrists. Float the feet up towards the back of the head. And gently press the hips towards your wrists. So once again, relax your shoulders. Claw the mat with your fingers. Start to draw the belly in as you start to round. And we're going to sink back into that child's pose. Looking forward again. As you inhale, glide forward, floating the feet, drawing the hips towards the wrists, lifting your heart. We're going to pause and just hold here. Soften your shoulders, engage your belly, turn to gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale back to the center, exhale, gaze left. Inhale back to the center. On the exhale, we're going to transition back into tabletop. But keep the knees separated, keep the big toes together. Center your left hand underneath the nose and open the right hand to the ceiling. Spiral the chest open. I'm going to take that right shoulder and thread it all the way through to the left side, bringing the right ear and right shoulder to the mat. If you find that you're hovering and you can't quite get to the floor with your shoulder or the air, you can always take a block or your book, place it underneath that shoulder, and place it underneath the air for support. Options here to keep the left hand reaching forward or take that left hand behind the back. And release your left hand back to the mat. Inhale the right hand all the way back up towards the ceiling and pause here. Make a fist. Start to roll your wrist. Rolling the other direction. And then slowly coming undone. You're going to find ourselves back in tabletop. So keep your knees separated, keep the toes together. Shift your hands slightly forward in your shoulders. And just start to rock the hips towards that right heel. Circling forward towards your left wrist. You're going to pause, take a big breath in. Sink back towards that left heel as you breathe out. And once more on each side. Inhale, gliding forward. Exhale, sink back towards your right heel. Inhale, gliding forward. And exhale, circle back towards that left heel. And just bring yourselves upright again. This time we're going to center the right hand. And inhale the left hand to the ceiling. Spiral your chest open. On the exhale, thread that left shoulder through. Remember, we can draw the block under the ear or underneath the shoulder if you need to. Right hand can extend forward. If it feels good, take the right hand and wrap it around the back. You're going to release the right hand to the mat. Inhale the left hand to the ceiling. Make a fist. Start to roll your wrist. Roll in the other direction. And then bring the left hand back underneath the shoulder. You're going to draw the knees back underneath the hips. Separate the feet. Inhale, lower the belly. Exhale, round. And inhale, drop in the belly. Exhale, round through the back. And of course, here, come back to neutral. Bring your right foot forward. You're going to shift the right foot out so it's extended out diagonally. And slowly come up into this modified lunge. So maybe take the arm or elbow to that right knee. Inhale, lengthen, sit up tall, stand up tall. Exhale, sink into that right knee. On the inhale, we're going to back off. Exhale towards that right knee again. One more time. Inhale here. And the exhale, we're going to sink and hold. And guiding that right knee forward. Let's come back to neutral. We're going to heel toe the right foot so it faces forward this time. Take another lunge forward. And shift back. So we can turn this into a runner's lunge. We're keeping our back knee grounded. So if you have two blocks, you can place your hands on the blocks, or you can take your fingertips to the floor. Deepen your lunge as you breathe in. Rock back as you breathe out. And one more time. Inhale, find that lunge. On the exhale, we're going to shift back and hold. We're trying to lengthen that right leg, folding forward, tucking the chin. Maybe curling the toes to stretch more through the back of the leg. If you find you want to stretch the foot instead, you can point the toes and stretch more through the top of that right foot. And come back into the lunge. And just to make a note here, if you feel that knee starting to get a bit tender, you can always take extra padding underneath your knee when we're in these poses. You can slide a towel under there, or a piece of clothing, or double up on your mat even if you need to. Maybe fold the mat lengthways so that you have a little bit of extra padding under the knee. So we're going to come up through this lunge. Take the arms overhead, start to spread the fingers, peel the shoulders down, and then cactus your arms. Engage your belly, take the arms overhead, relax the shoulders, take a twist to the right side. Take the arms overhead as you breathe in. As you hinge forward, float the arms back as you breathe out. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. One more time, take a nice big breath in, slowly draw your shoulders down. On the exhale, we're going to fold and hold. So shoot the arms back, shine your chest forward, pull your shoulder blades together. You're going to release the hands. You slide your right knee back to join the left. Take a few breaths in child's pose, but keep your knees parallel, draw your belly in, sink your hips all the way back, and soften your elbows and forehead into your mat. This time we'll come onto our fingertips. So try to keep your arms nice and long, your elbows and wrists are high off the mat, your palms are off the mat. And start to soften the shoulders back, spiral the elbows inward, and draw the belly in. Gradually rolling back into tabletop. We're going to bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Spin the elbows in. Drop the belly as you breathe in. Round your back as you breathe out. One more time. Inhale, lower the belly and tuck your toes. Claw the mat with your fingers. On your exhale, round the back and tuck the chin. Coming back to a neutral position. Bring your left foot forward, and then angle it out so it's out on diagonal, and slowly come up into your modified lunge. Resting that left hand, the left elbow on the knee, and back up on the inhale, sink into that left knee on the exhale. Again, inhale, pulling back, exhale, shifting forward. One more time, breathing in, and breathing out. We're going to sink into that left knee, pause here. And then come back and start to heel toe your left foot back to the center. So we're facing forward now. We'll take another deep lunge as you sink into that runner's lunge, framing the front foot with our hands. Exhale, rocking back. As you inhale, find that lunge, sink your hips, try to lift your heart. Exhale, shifting back. One more time, take a nice big inhale. And the exhale, we're going to round the back, tuck the chin and fold over that front left knee. And options to place your hands on the blocks if you have to, or draw your fingertips to the floor. You can point the toes to stretch the top of the foot, or you can curl the toes in to get a deeper stretch in the back of your left leg. Bringing yourselves back into your lunge, you're going to shift forward and take your arms all the way up. Soften the shoulders, soften the elbows, and then goalpost the hands. Extend the arms back up as you breathe in, holding your breath, softening your shoulders, drawing in your belly, twisting left as you breathe out. Ground the left foot, take your arms up as you inhale, jet plane the hands back as you exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, reaching back. One more time, take a big breath in, big breath out. We're going to hold, pull the shoulder blades together, shoot the fingers back, and shine the chest forward. Anchor that left foot. Release both hands down to frame that front foot. This time we're going to tuck the back toes, pick up that back knee, and step back to a plank or a high push-up position. So in plank, you have the option of modify by coming down to your knees if you need to. If this is hard on the wrists, you can always be on your fists or on your forearms. So from our plank position, dial the elbows in, shine the chest forward. Keep your elbows close to your ribs, and then slowly lower all the way down to your belly. So just adjust yourselves on the mat if you're further forward. can always shift back a little bit. We're going to bring our hands under the shoulders, plug the elbows in towards the ribs, and just gently push your shoulders back so you create more length for your neck, but keep the elbows in and draw the belly in. So pressing into your fingers. Lift your heart as you breathe in, fall back down as you breathe out. You can do that twice more, but we're lifting the heart, tucking the chin, keep a nice long neck, and lowering. It's time to tuck the toes. Try to press the arms long as you inhale. Press the hips back and up as you exhale. So moving into our first down dog of the day. We're going to bring the knees off the floor, pike the hips towards the ceiling, and try to place your ears inside your shoulders. Our gaze is back towards our feet. We're just going to slowly begin to pedal the feet out by alternating bending the left knee and the right knee, just like you're walking in place. So let your hips shift from side to side here. Come back to stillness. Allow your heels to lift as you breathe in. Push your heels back down as you breathe out. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. On your next inhale, hold the breath. Keep the heels lifted. Press down into your fingers and put a slight bend in the knees. Squeezing the chest back towards your thighs. And slowly lower the knees all the way back down. Untuck the toes. Sink back into your child's pose and cupcake the fingers on your mat. So draw the shoulders back and turn to gaze underneath your right armpit. Inhale back through the center, raising the arms, elbows, gaze underneath the left armpit. Press your palms down and gaze forward. We're going to glide forward on the inhale. Let the toes separate away from each other. Draw the hips towards your wrists as you exhale. Lift the heart towards the ceiling. Rounding back into that child's pose. And again, inhale, bring your shoulders over the wrists, lifting the heart. Exhale, sink your hips towards your wrists. Draw the belly in, press into your fingers. Shift back into your child's pose. And your next inhale, just the shoulders shift over the wrists. We're going to tuck the toes, find your plank, and eventually come into your down dog. So hips back up towards the ceiling. This time we're just going to walk the feet all the way out to meet your hands. And once you get to the top of the mat, allow your knees to soften, allow your head to hang, relax your shoulders. Start to shake your head yes. And shake the head no. And keeping your knees soft, reach around for your opposite elbows. And just gently swing your whole upper body side to side like a rag doll. And just keep holding onto your opposite elbows. Keep framing your ears aside the shoulders. We're going to come up halfway as you breathe in, coming up to a flat back, fold forward as you breathe out. So keep holding your opposite elbows. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold and release the hands down. So let your fingertips extend towards the floor. Engage your belly. Shift your weight back into your heels and start to soften your knees. As you inhale, look forward, lifting your heart. On your exhale, fold back down, tucking the chin, straighten the legs. Again, bring your hands, fingertips to the floor. Lower the hips as you breathe in, gazing forward. Round the back as you breathe out, tucking the chin. We'll keep the knees soft. On your next inhale, take your arms all the way up overhead. And on the exhale, slowly draw your hands back to heart center. Push the shoulders over the hips. Engage your belly, and anchor the feet. Take a nice big breath in. Hands to heart center as you breathe out. This time we're adding a back bend. So really draw the belly button in towards your spine. Ground through all 10 toes. Look up as you breathe in and start to push your hips forward. Bring your hands as you breathe out. Draw the shoulders back over the hips. Start to root down through your left foot. Pick up your right heel. So just do a little bit of single leg balance. This might be it for your practice. Maybe you're going to come onto that right big toe. But if it's in your practice, you're going to raise that right knee up on a diagonal, just like we did for that lunge. So it's not straight out in front of you. It's not completely out to the side. Just going to draw that right knee up on an angle. Ground through the bottom standing left leg. Set the shoulders over the hips and draw your belly button into your spine. Flexing that right foot. Spreading your toes. And slowly drawing the right knee to the center. Keep spreading the toes. Keep flexing the foot. Push the right heel out. Bring the right leg up. And set that right foot down. So bringing the feet together. On your next inhale, reach up. Take a hold of your left wrist. As you exhale, forward to the right. Inhale back to the center, switch wrists. Exhale, forward over to your left. On your next inhale, draw the palms together. Exhale the hands back to the heart. Soften your shoulders. Bring the weight into your right foot this time. I'm going to pick up that left heel. Or maybe pick up the left knee. So I'm going to draw it up in an angle. Flex the foot. Soften the shoulders. Lengthen your spine. And start to really ground through that right big toe. Draw the knee to the center. Extend the leg out. And see if you can raise it just a little bit higher as you inhale. And bring it back down on the exhale. So now both feet are grounded. Pull your belly in. Take a nice big inhale as you reach up, adding a little back bend to the top. All the way down as you breathe out. Take the hands to the shins. And I'm going to press the chest forward as you breathe in. Soften the knees, folding as you breathe out. One more time. Take a half lift as you inhale. Folding on the exhale. And soften the knees. Inhale the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Draw the palms together. Exhale the hands to heart center. And we're going to bring the feet together. So your toes are touching, your heels, your ankles are touching. Peel back the shoulders, suck in the belly. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Hold the breath. Keep drawing your belly in. Grounding your toes to the mat. As you exhale, take a twist to the right side. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold your breath. Exhale, twisting to the left side. Press the arms overhead of your next inhale. And the exhale, you're going to sink back into the imaginary chair. So bend the knees, squeeze the thighs, draw the hands to heart center. Peel the shoulders back. Try to lengthen your neck. Draw the belly in. And try to tuck the tail. So keep the back and neck long. So you're gazing forward of your mat. And extend the hands, spread the fingers. If it feels okay, you can have the arms raised overhead. If that doesn't work for you, just draw them forward or keep your hands at heart center. You can always back off out of the pose and sit a little bit higher. On your next inhale, take the arms overhead, straighten both knees. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And this time, bring the palms together as you inhale, hold your breath. Draw your belly in. You're going to sink back into that chair and twist to the right side. So try to bring that left elbow to your right knee and press your palms together. And you can modify by just bringing the left hand to the right knee and taking the right hand behind the back. And if you do have the palms together and that left elbow's on the knee, try to lower your hips and try to bring your thumbs towards the center of the chest. Reach back up as you breathe in. Hands to the heart as we breathe out. Let's take the arms overhead again. Take a nice big breath in. Engage the belly. Twist to the left as you breathe out. So right over the left knee, or right hand to the left knee, and left hand behind the back. If your palms are together, maybe you can make a fist out of that left hand and press it into your right palm. Try to sink your hips. Try to spiral the chest up. And then release. Take the arms back overhead. Hook the thumbs together. And just pause here for a moment. Allow the fingers to spread. Suck the belly in. Draw the shoulders down. And then start to press your hips forward. Come back to neutral. Keep lengthening the arms. Keep spreading your fingers. Soften your shoulders. Fold over to the right. Come back to the center. Fold over to the left. Come back to the center. Draw the belly in. As you inhale, gaze up. Press your hips forward. Take a little back bend. On your exhale, fold all the way down. Allow your feet to separate away from each other. Inhale to a flat back. And on your exhale, we're going to fold and step your right foot back. So stepping into a runner's lunge. So let your hips lower. Option to drop the back right knee if you need to. Just find yourself in this runner's lunge where we're trying to lower our hips and lift our heart. From this runner's lunge, you're going to take the arms overhead. Peel the shoulders down, sink your hips. Spread your fingers, holding here. Bring your hands to heart center. And anchor that right foot so your toes are facing the side. So we're just going to begin by opening our chest and hips towards the right. We're going to lengthen that back leg and ground through the back heel. And we're going to extend the arms, soften the shoulders. Keep your back heel grounded. Sink into your left knee and look over the left hand. So we want our chest and our hips to open to the side. We want that left knee to open out towards the pinky toe, release to glide forward towards the center of your foot. And flip both palms over, bring your shoulders down. And then flip them back. This time we're just going to flip the left palm, reach forward. And then take that left arm back. So reversing your warrior. Try to maintain that bend in your front knee and that length in the back leg. And draw that left elbow to the knee. Open the right hand towards the ceiling. And then reach the right arm over your ear. As you gaze down, bring your right hand all the way to the mat, underneath the shoulder. And you can bring that right hand to a block. You want to pick up the back heel, lower the hips, suck in the belly, and open the left hand towards the ceiling. Option to draw the right knee all the way to the mat, and deepening your twist. And we're going to release the left hand back down. And you can baby step your right foot in if you need to. We're going to take another deep plunge. And then we're going to round the back. Sink into that lunge, round your back. And one more time, lowering the hips, lifting the heart. And then rounding the back and tucking the chin. And you start to baby step your right foot forward. So we're going to bring the right foot forward just about a third of the way. We want to step it out to the side a little bit. So we want both of our feet grounded, both of our feet facing forward. Maybe those right toes are slightly turned out. So this is where it's handy to have the block. I'm going to place that right. I'm going to place the right hand underneath the shoulder, on the floor, on the block. Whatever works for you. I'm going to keep our hips squared. Bring your left hand to your left hip. And just shine the chest forward and draw the belly in. If you want to twist it a little bit deeper, you can turn the gaze over towards that left shoulder. You can extend your left arm towards the ceiling. You can deepen the twist by bringing your hand, with or without the block, to the inside or to the outside of that left foot. Again, let the shoulders fall back, pull the belly in. You try to deepen your twist if you're twisting. We're going to fold. If you have a block, you can set it out in front of you. Take a half lift as you breathe in, taking the hands to that left shin, and just fold as you breathe out. So fingertips to the floor, or your hands to your block. You're going to tuck the chin and bow the head. And as you look forward, soften into that left knee, and pick up the right leg. So only if it's in your practice. If you want to challenge the balance, you can do that by just drawing more weight into the left leg, keeping the back big toe grounded. If you want to challenge the balance some more, you can raise that back leg, square the hips, keep a micro bend that standing left knee, maybe hover the fingers if that feels okay, and bring your hands to the waist, and take your hands to the heart. So I'm going to try to avoid dumping to one side, and squaring the hips and pointing your right toes down. Soften your shoulders away from the ears. And slowly come up to standing. So right foot joins the left. Inhale the hands up towards the ceiling. And the exhale, fold all the way down. Do the half lift as you breathe in. Folding as you breathe out. We're going to step the left foot back this time. Find ourselves back in that runner's lunge. And again, option to lower the back knee all the way to the floor. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. So find yourselves in crescent lunge here. Spread your fingers, soften your shoulders, sink into your hips. Inhale the hands to the heart, anchor that back foot, push into your back heel, extend the arms out. Showing our chest and our hips to open towards the side. We're going to ground through the back heel. Sink into the front knee and look over the right hand. Flip the palms over to bring your shoulders down and flip them back. And then flip just the right palm, reach forward, and then take your right arm back. So that left knee you might want to soften, see if you can keep it straight. See if you can keep that bend in your front knee. And then we're going to hinge forward, bring the right elbow to the knee, and extend the left arm towards the ceiling. Spiral the chest open, and then bring the left arm over your ear. Try to guide the right knee out or forward. Spiral the left rib cage up. Eventually you're going to gaze down. Bring the left hand underneath your shoulder, pick up your back heel. Option to bring the knee all the way down. And keep it lifted, take the right arm to the ceiling. Release the right hand down, so we want both of our hands to frame that front foot. If you need a shorter stance, you can step the back foot in a little bit. You're going to inhale to a lunge, exhale to round. Inhale into that lunge, exhale round. One more time. Gaze forward as you breathe in, round in the back as you breathe out. We're going to hold here. And step your left foot in just about a third of the way. So we want both feet flat, widen the base, so help you balance by keeping the feet separated away from each other. So using the block, if that's in your practice, lift your heart, bring your right hand to the hip, bring your left hand underneath the shoulder. And if you're twisting, bring the chest forward and turn towards the right. That right hand goes down the hip, it can reach towards the ceiling. If you're in a deeper twist, that left hand can keep traveling towards the right side. We're going to release our hands towards that right shin. Lift up halfway as you breathe in, and forward over that right knee as you breathe out. You can extend the hands to the floor to a block. Gaze forward, soften into that right knee. Draw the weight into that right foot. Shine the chest forward. Maybe that left leg stays down or floats away from the mat. Maybe the hands float away from your block or the floor. Move to the waist or to heart center. Keep a micro bend that standing right knee. Dial the left toes down. And just peel the shoulders back and try to open the chest. And take one more inhale. And forward, bring the feet back together as you exhale. Soften the knees. And then reach the arms all the way overhead. Take a nice big breath in. Add a little back bend at the top. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale into a half lift. On the exhale, I'm going to soften the knees, fold. And just gradually transition your way down into a seated position. So the knees bent. I'm going to cup the hands to the back of the knees. Lift the heart as you breathe in. And slowly lower down. Drawing the belly in as you come all the way down to your back. We'll bend the knees. Stack that right foot over the left thigh. Option to use your hand, you block to push the knee open again. Or maybe you want to go a little bit further this time and bring your hands around. Reach through that little window to bring both your hands on either side of your left thigh. Flex the feet. Hug your left leg in. And you can use your right elbow to press the right knee away from the body or just engage the right leg muscles and allow that right knee to open away from the body. If you want to add a little bit more intensity, bring your hands to the shin instead. And we'll draw in the left knee and press out the right knee. And slowly come undone. You're going to draw the right foot to the floor, draw the left foot on top. Again, your options are to take a passive stretch and push the left knee open. We'll take our hands around that right thigh or our right shin, flex the feet, hug the right knee in towards you. And come undone. Let's go ahead and ground both of your feet. Try to bring your feet about hip distance apart. Bring your hands alongside the body. Press your palms into your mat. Inhale the hips back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower. Twice more. Inhale, raising the hips. And exhale, lowering. And one more time. Take a big breath in. This time we're going to hold our bridge pose. Keep the hips lifted. Maybe you want to take the hands and interlace the fingers underneath the back. Create a little bit more height, like getting a little bit taller. And if you want a more passive or restorative bridge pose, you can place the block underneath the sacrum. So find that flat part of your back. Rest it on the block. And just take a more passive, restorative bridge pose here, if that's what's in your practice today. Just slowly come undone. Release the tailbone back to your mat. Widen the feet away from each other. Either tee the arms out or draw the arms overhead and start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Allow your knees to stack all the way over to one side. Ground your shoulders. Lift the head and neck and turn your gaze to look the other way. So you want your knees to be falling to one side. You want your nose to be turned to the other. Back to the center, and on the exhale, just switch sides. Draw the knees one way, turn the head the other. back to the center. Extend both the legs straight out. Allow your feet to separate and fall open. Just draw your hands alongside the body. Create space between the armpits. Scan your body and just feel the shoulders get heavy and melt into your mat. And then start to curl your toes and squeeze your fists. Engage the glutes, the belly, the face, the thighs, all the muscles in your body. Take a nice big inhale and squeeze everything in. Inhale some more, squeeze a little tighter. And then let it all go. Sighing your breath out. Relax the jaw, separate the lips, and just come back to your regular breathing for these last few moments. Spin your right hand to the belly, place the left hand to the heart. Hold your next exhale. And take half a breath in. Take a full breath in. And sigh out. I'm going to pause at the bottom. Take a nice big full inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. And sigh out. Take another big full inhale through your nose. Hold the breath. And see if you can take another inhale through your nose. And sigh out. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And slowly begin to gather both your knees back into your chest. Gently sway from side to side. Just fall over to one side. Find yourselves in a fetal position. And with your eyes closed, walk yourselves up into a comfortable seat. And once you're seated, cup the hands around your knees, pull the shoulders down into your back body. Try to sit up as tall as you can. And place your hands at heart center. Exhale, pause. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Side out. And thank you for joining me in practice. Namaste.